guys, welcome back to another deck profile with my Ice Bar deck. It's just ice barriers. I couldn't think of a name for the ice barrier deck, so please leave me a comment below on what you think I should name it, and I will. And I'll also give you a shout out in my next video. Basically, when I was, I don't remember what deck I was trying to build, I came across the names of the ice barrier. One of these monsters I came across trying to search for a card, and I just thought it would just be a cool deck to build, and it turns out that this deck, it's a lot of fun, and it is actually pretty decent when you get your cards. It can roll a few good decks, good decks that is competitive. So instead of rather explaining the cards, I'm going to show the replay first, just because I know you guys have doubts on the playability of this deck. So without further ado, alright, so before I start this, I just want you guys to notice that when I was using this deck, I won against my Pyramid Beast deck in 5 turns. So originally, when I was playing, again, as it shows, I'm not using the Ice Barrier deck. I'm actually using my Pyramid Beast deck, playing against my Ice Barrier deck. And originally it's for the video of my Pyramid Beast that I'll upload right after this. And it just so happened that I got pretty much steamrolled against this deck, which I wasn't expecting. And again, the Pyramid Beast deck, it's not a bad deck. The video I'll upload next is basically a rematch, and I really suggest you watch the rematch, just because the Pyramid Beast deck, I did pull off some really good combos that this deck kind of incorporates and evolves around. But first, let's just watch this replay. So I was kind of stuck right here. I already had a 2200 wall to get around. So this magic card that was just used, this basically just pretty much sealed the game. Has a really nasty effect against me. I was just blown away at how fast I got the monsters out, how fast I got Brio out. I pretty much knew once these guys came out that it was a done game. You guys can say that just because I'm using a Pyramid Beast deck that I lost this game, but with Brio, I pretty much couldn't do anything just because he would use his effect, and all the cards that I had, all the traps that pretty much lay out, would just be taken back to my hand. Even if I did, in this game I didn't have the traps I needed. I really needed a bottomless, but I wasn't able to draw one, just because it was so early in the game that he got it out. But again, like he's doing here, pretty much cleared the field. And the reason why I put down so many magic and traps down, even though I didn't really need it, was just to deplete its hand. It didn't even matter, I still lost the game, but that's basically it. I'm just showing how well this deck can run. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the deck. Alright guys, so on with the deck. Again, how I normally do, I'm just going to run through the cards and then explain why afterwards. So, 2 Blizzards, 2 Saromancer, 2 Dance Princess, 2 Gantalas, just 1 Runnard, and just 1 Medium. Perhaps, as you saw in the replay, well, I didn't use her effect in the replay, but she does have a nice effect. But again, I wanted to stay within a theme of the Ice Barrier, so I added him in. However, you can sub him out for another one of her. So 3 Mother Grizzlies, pretty much a staple. 2 Pilgrims, and 3 of Sacred Spirits. Giant Trinade staple, level limit area B. This one and your Gravity Bind, I'll explain why I have them later. 2 Magic Triangle, 3 Medallion, Monster Reborn, 2 MST, your staples. Terraforming, and 2 Umiruka. 2 Bottomless, Call of the Haunted, 2 Deep Prisons, Magic Cylinder. Again, it's kind of unseen and it does work pretty well most of the time. Mirror Force, and Torrential. So again, I like to start off with your search engines, which is your 3 Mother Grizzlies. Your Blizzards are kind of like your Cyber Valleys, except with a drawback of not ending the battle phase. Your Sauromancer, it's pretty much if you're in like if you're under a lot of pressure and you're just getting steamrolled, you need to buy some time, you pretty much use your Sauromancer. After your Mother Grizzly gets destroyed, you just take him out, or you can take out your Pilgrim. Although your Pilgrim doesn't work all the time just because the defense is 1,000, but usually your Sauromancer works, I'd say 9 out of 10 times. Your Dance Princess, I guess it's not really like, it's kind of, sorry I had to pause the video, I couldn't really find the words to explain, but it's kind of like a level 4 Brio, I guess you could say, but she has a really nice effect of, if you don't have like a giant Trinade, it kind of clears the back row. So your Gantala, again, it's just a nice, I guess, he has a nice effect to just recycle your monsters in a graveyard. Excuse me, so your Gunnar, that's, his effect is, I just basically use him to flood the field and to stay within the, I guess I'd say, just my personal rule of just staying in the theme. And your medium, again, she has a nice effect. Get her out kind of easily most of the time. Again, your search engines, again, I explained this kind of earlier. And I guess, please don't just already like disregard this card just from the fact that you see Spirit. That Spirit effect only applies with other spirit monsters. This one it doesn't, because if you have your Sacred Spirit out, you should almost always have another Ice Spirit monster out. And when you do, this Spirit effect doesn't apply. As if you guys don't know about it, just basically if you have a Spirit monster, at your end phase, your Spirit monster goes back up to your hand. What's really nice about this card, even though it's only like 1600 level, not level, 1600 attack, if you do have another Ice Barrier out, instead of the Spirit effect, it turns into this effect where basically one monster your opponent controls is returned back to their hand, which is, I guess, like a level 1 Bryo. But it has a really, I mean, his effect, it's not really, like, I think, viewed, how to say, like, it's underestimated, I guess, or undervalued. That'd be the word, undervalued a lot. Giant Trinade, again, it's pretty much staple. Your level limit area B and your Gravity Bind. When I wasn't running these cards and I was pretty much testing out the deck, I did run into a lot of problems and not be able to, I guess, set up the combos I needed. So these cards kind of give you a little bit more time to get the cards you need. Again, if you guys didn't watch my first videos, I like to make theme decks, not really necessarily competitive decks. so this won't, it's not a first tier deck by no means, nowhere close to first tier, but it is a fun deck, and that's all I make, and that's all I ever want to make, just because the game should be playing for fun and not for like winning. Although winning is fun, I'm not gonna deny that, but I'm just saying, with fun decks, you'll be satisfied whether you win or lose. If you remember in the replay, this magic triangle, this card basically sealed the game. Able to destroy a spell or trap card in the back row, as well as special summon her. Or it can be him, or him, either one. But it's pretty much it. I should be running 3, perhaps. Maybe not. Leave me a comment below what you think, please. Because I really don't know if I should be running 3 or not. Your medallions, pretty much a search engine deck, aside from your Mother Grizzly. Monster Born and MSTR staples, terraforming, just scout your Muruka, and I guess field spells aren't used that much, but with 500 attack bonus, that makes like discard a 2200 beater. I saw in the replay, and it's pretty much hard to get over that wall within like the first couple of rounds, which pretty much are the most important rounds of the game, because it kind of sets the pace, even though you do have spells and traps and like synchro summons that can turn around the game. But just having like a 2200 beater in the first round, that really sets the pace for the game. So the traps are pretty much your staples. Again, in my, I guess, fatal with my Fiendtown deck, I was running Magic Cylinder, and again, this just helps to close out the game. So again, guys, thank you for watching. I'll upload the Pyramid Beast profile deck. It's in the replay that you guys saw here. It was I mean, it didn't show it was a very good deck, but I promise you it is a fun deck and it is a good deck to run. So just stay tuned. Thank you.